it'll be, this is number 1. No, so these ones will all not be there. So you'll just do, blessed is the man who delights in the Lord's commands. And then people will respond. So you have yes. So, Pueblo de Dios, people of God. The responsorial psalm tomorrow is a responsorial psalm. So when he reads, blessed the man who greatly delights in the Lord's commands, it's very important that you, especially at the wedding party, say that. And if we say it convincingly, everybody else will catch up. So you just repeat exactly what he says. Blessed the man who greatly delights in the Lord's commands. That's right. And then he'll read the stanza, verses from the Psalms, and then you'll say it again, just like we do it. So just so you know. So you'll read that and then return. When he returns, number 3. Don't forget to bow before that. Right before you both have one of those. Yeah, to the altar. Very good. Come around. Very good. And then if it's still on here, you'll have to turn the page. And after you read, and then after number 3, reading number 3, when I stand up, then we all stand up, because it's time for the reading of the gospel. So I'll stand up, you all stand up. We're going to do this. The reading of the gospel, after the gospel, everyone is seated. And then after the gospel, there will be a brilliant but short homily. And then after the homily, it's when we have all of the sacrament of matrimony itself. So the very first so I'll come down here. You will, let's see. I think everyone will be standing, so actually, would you all please stand? And there will be a little bit of stand-up, sit-down tomorrow. It's not a transaction. So I'll come over to you. Number 1 is I have a question for you, both of you, and your response is given to me. Really, I'm going to ask you if you know what you're doing, and you understand what you're about to do. Okay, that's the question. Then, that's number 1. Number 2 is you're going to exchange consent. And that's not to me, you're not marrying me, you're marrying each other. So then you'll turn and face each other. You'll join hands. And what I will do at that time is when it's, I'll ask a long question. It's about 20 words. Do you, Brock, take Maria to be your lawfully wedded wife in sickness and in health, for Richard Porter, till, I don't know. And you will say, correct. And then I will ask Maria the same question, name switch. Do you want me to ask you that? Could do it in Spanish if you want. Sounds good. So I will ask you, Maria, I remember even less in Spanish. I'll have it written down tomorrow.
Yes, I do.
Serle fiel en las alegrías y en las penas, en la pobreza y en la riqueza hasta que la muerte los separe. And then you will say either I do or C. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. That's good. That'll work. So that's number 2. Number 2, you exchange consent together. Number 3 is the exchanging of the rings. So after they exchange consent, he says I do, she says I do, then we need the rings. So whoever has the rings, bring them forward. I'll bless them. Who's going to have the rings? You're going to have the rings. So then you'll come up here. Would you? Hold the rings. You'll hold the rings for me. I'll bless the rings. And then you'll give his ring to her and her ring to him. Don't give him his ring. Right?
They're going to be in the same box.
Right. So the big one, is his, and the small one is hers. The pretty one is hers, and the less pretty one is his. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. That's always how it is. And so then you give her ring to him. And then what I'll do, there's a small prayer that you say while you put the ring on her finger. I have it in the book. So what I'll do is I'm going to put myself right off her shoulder so that you can look. I'll point it out. And then you'll be able to, there'll be a red N that represents her name. So you'll say, Maria, take this ring as a sign of my love. And it's like 20 words. And the text is pretty bigger than this. So you'll be able to read it. I'll signal it with my finger, you'll read it, you put the ring on the finger, and then I'm going to move around. You give his ring to her, and then same thing. I'll put myself here, and then I'll tap it with my finger, you read it. You'll say the same thing, starting with his name, Brock, take this ring, sign of my love and worship you. And after that, after you've given the second ring, you can return to your seat. And then after that, you'll both, again, turn and face the altar, and then Mass will continue very much like normal from then on. So we'll have the universal prayer, sometimes called the prayers of the faithful. We'll have the preparation of the altar. We'll have the liturgy of the Eucharist. Bread and wine will be transformed into the body and blood of Christ. We'll have the reception of communion. We'll have the Our Father. Then we'll have the nuptial blessing, so I'll come down here. There's a special blessing that's done after the Our Father. Then after that, we'll have the reception of communion, and then a moment of silence for prayer. Then we'll have the final, the prayer after communion, the closing prayer. Then after that, we'll have the flowers for the Virgin. So the vows in and of itself is generally, it's not common that people write those vows. And so I'll ask you the question, you say I do. That's technically the exchange of consent that creates the sacrament of matrimony between the two. But I'm happy to have, if you want to read vows too, we can do it towards the end of that, because I think that will. Yes, we'll do that. We'll do prayer after communion. Then we'll do the written vows. They won't technically be vows. Let's call them written promises, because the vow will already happen. You're really only supposed to do it once. After you're married, you can't get married. We'll call them written promises. And then after that, the presentation of flowers. And then the final blessing and then any questions on any of that?
Yes, the communion, do we all come up? Is it just the regular group?
So anyone who, it's a good question. Anyone can come up who wants to. If you're a Catholic in good standing, you can receive communion. If you're from another faith, or maybe it's been a really long time since you've been to church or been to confession, you can still come up, but instead of coming forward to receive communion, you come forward to receive a blessing. But the line will form in the middle, and then you'll return your seats around the edge. Does that make sense? That's a good question. Any other questions? You also don't have to come forward if you don't want to. If you want to just at the time when I come around and I begin giving that communion, if you want to just sit down, that's fine. We see that on Sundays too. Some people just stay in their pews. Maybe they're, my brother, I'm here, my brother's Catholic, I'm not. I go with him to church because it seems like the nice thing to do, but we get a lot of connection. If you want to, you can. right there at the foot. It'll be.
Okay.
Any other questions? So then we'll leave in a slightly different order than when we came in, because they're a single unit after the wedding. So instead of coming in separately, they will leave together. And instead of coming in first and last, they will leave first. So here's what we're going to do. And this is the hardest one to remember. When we came in, we all bowed sort of one by one as we got here. We're not going to do that on the way out. On the way out, we're all going to bow together at one single time, and then still go out one by one. So what's going to happen is I'll come down, I kiss the altar, and then I'm going to come down here, I'm going to stand right next to them. If you're wondering when the bow is going to happen, just watch me bow when I bow. So I'll put myself right here in front of all of you. We'll all bow, bride and groom, all the wedding party, we'll all bow to the altar. And then I'm going to get out of the way. Two of you will come. And then not quite yet, because you're about to leave as well. Then we'll have cue number one. Leave behind them. That's okay. And it's okay. You can also leave things here if you want to. And then cue number two. You'll have to pull around. Yeah, you'll have to pull around. He'll pull around. He'll pull around. And then the flower girls.
Yeah, the seat over there. I'm gonna make sure that your space is not even. Do you